because it's making noise. See, yeah. All right. Uh-huh. Yeah. How's it going? Good to see everybody coming in. How's your evening, Mr. Jones? Yeah. Let's back down some of this reverb. Doo-doo. I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. Let's go here to this reverb, back it down just a hair. It's a little much here. Turn that down. Turn the delay down. Make it more guitar where you're not drowned in effects. You know what I mean? Oh, you ready to cook? I hear you. What you cooking? What you cooking? You inviting somebody over? You inviting Mr. Wilson over? Yeah, so are you, is it enough for Mr. Wilson? Mr. Wilson! Oh, boy, you talking my language. How about some crab leg shrimp, baked potato, um, um, catfish, all of that. You messing with me now. Yeah, I'm gonna tell a story. I know some of you guys seen the title. It says how I was how I was yes sir. Listen, how I was trying to be hired when I was in grade school by the Mighty Clouds of Joy. I was in middle school, I believe it was. Catfish. Yeah, all about the catfish. That's what I'm talking about. I keep looking over here because that's where my screen is. I can catch your comments. Let's see if I can make that bigger so I can see it. See your comments. I'm gonna put some of you guys' comments on the screen too. I hope y'all don't mind. especially this one. It's all about the catfish. I got to get off here now because I want me some catfish. Mr. Jones started something. See what you started? Excuse me. Still getting over that cold I had. I'm waiting till a few more people come on. I'm gonna tell a story how I got the call as a child to come go out on the road, and what my parents said, mainly my mother. Yeah, yeah. When you come in, let me know where you viewing from too. I like to see people from all over the world, and I'm telling you, I have so many friends. I don't call them fans because sometimes fans will fade away, but hopefully friends are forever. So I don't call people who enjoy what I do a fan. I call them a friend. That way I can keep you around forever, even if my playing is not as like Nigeria. You got to be kidding. You are viewing for Nigeria. What time is it there? What time is it there? What time is there in Nigeria? Because it's 7:10 right where I'm at. Woo! Oh, 1:10 a.m. Wow. And thank you very much. I have to put that on the screen because I want people to understand. I got quite a few people that kind of like what I do. There you go. Man, and you know what? I have something really special I'm going to talk with you guys about. So hang tight, man, because I'm doing something. And I really don't believe that. I can't believe that I'm doing it, especially how I'm doing it. But hang out. I got to share some stuff with you, some great news. And then I'm going to share some guitar tips and tricks. I don't like to call them tricks because this is just about understanding what you're playing. So it's not really a trick. It's just understanding how things are connected when you're playing like inversions. What was that? Listen, you need to hang out. I know it's 1 in the morning. I promise I won't keep you up too much longer, but I have something that I want to share with you that's gonna really is on the line of what you're talking about. It really is. And let me put this up here too. I'm gonna share this too. Man, I feel like a radio man or something like that. Yeah. So hang out, and because I'm gonna share this shortly. Just waiting for a few more people to come in. Just like what I just did. If I mess your name up, please forgive me. Lucas, Austin, Texas. It's criminal. Lucas, thank you. You know what? You guys are too kind. I appreciate it too. Honestly, you see what he said. You see what he said. What's up, Jeff? That's what I'm talking about. But listen, just like what I just did. What's going on with you, Jeffrey? Good to see you, my friend. Just like what I just did. I played. All it is playing off of the chord, right? Flat 7, and then going to the 1. So, see that? That's that flat 7, then to the 1. So, and I'm thinking more like the triad. So I'm thinking B flat, right? And then I'm thinking G sharp or A flat, and then B flat. So there and there. Woo! Stop it, Jeff. Jeff, stop it. You you talk about catfish. Y'all see, you know what? Donta started that. But Damie, is that your name, my friend from Nigeria? Is that the way to pronounce your name? I want to make sure I say it correctly. Jeff, where you at? What part of the country you're located in? See how I could extend that? Okay, good. So you see how I could take that and extend it, and we can keep going and going and going. We took that little. So I played arpeggio, started on the 5. Philly. You guys are looking good this year. To the 1, flat 7. To the 1. Flat 7 to the 1. See that? Excuse me. Doing it just like that. And you can do that in any key. See? Isn't that simple? Isn't that simple? Simple. And then backwards. Right? Right. Almost forgot where I was. We're in C now. See that? That, and then the other way. Got it? Everybody got that? Pretty simple. Everybody have that? I keep looking at these comments. Everybody have that little triad trick? Not trick, but understanding. Because all it is, it's playing the triads. C triad, right? That's that B flat triad. B flat triad. C triad. B flat triad. C triad. B flat. C. Jeffrey, stop it. You know, I'm on here trying to share some tips about this beautiful instrument that we all love. And Jeffrey keep talking about catfish with a Cajun spice on it. Catfish with a Cajun spice. See, and now I just embellished on it. So I went down and up. Down and then up. Up the triad. That's all it is. Always using the fractal. Absolutely. How you doing, Marilyn in the house? Man, there's always fractal. Here's a fractal there. Everywhere, fractal, fractal. Old McFractal had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. So did everybody get that little triad move that we did? We just did. If I need to go over it real slow again, I will. Started in B flat. That's the B flat. But my root is the C. My target is the C. This is a 345, and I think this is like a 23. Yeah, this is a 45. 345 have these here. The 55s have the 355 have the block, and then the 35s have the dots. But they make them different too. But this one is actually a 345. It doesn't have the baritone switch on it though. And I'm glad because I didn't care for the baritone. Yeah, but this is what that is. So again, we have the B flat triad going down. I'm going down with my picking, going down, then coming back up on the C, down, up, down, and then up. You see that, Damien? You got that? And you can go either way with it. Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna tell two stories on here. How I was asked to play with the Mighty Clouds of Joy when I was in middle school, and how I got fired in the same day that I got hired by the Shirley Caesar. Tell both those stories. Hang out. Y'all want to hear this stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, good. And then you can really embellish on that stuff, Damien. You can, like, instead of going, you can go, see that? See that? Because we're starting all over again. See that? That? Starting all over again. And I'm going to tell you, and what I love about the gift that God gave me is that I don't care what level musician I sit with, because I sit with them all. It does, but sometimes simple for me is better. You know, if I have too many options, I'll be switching instead of thinking about playing. And you're right, Jeff. But what I was saying is, I have musicians, friends or students that I teach that's at every level, from the absolute beginner to the most advanced player. And what I like about how I approach this beautiful instrument is I'm able to give a musician, I don't care how great he is, an option to do something that he does. And when I teach, I don't teach to take you out of who you are. I don't teach for people to play like me, or play like Spanky, or play like Isaiah Sharkey, or Eric Gales, or whomever. I teach you to be who you are, to be that fingerprint, because everybody has their own identity with their fingerprint. I want you to be able to be who you are. I want you to be able to relay your communicate this instrument to the people that you're trying to reach in your way. So what I do is I'll take what you already know, and it's a lot of great stuff, and I'll give you tools to embellish or to um, to highlight the things that you're already playing. So if you're playing, like I was when I came on, I was playing something like this. I played right, right, yeah. See that? So right, and so there's so many ways of approaching that. Instead of going, we can go right, or we go. We could do that as well, and play that minor seven flat five there instead of here. And then, see, being able to take something really simple and add, or something that's really complicated, and break it down where everybody will be able to understand it, is something that I always love to do. Something that's super complicated. You hear someone play something, a really difficult piece, to be able to take that and break it down and show you, say, okay, it's not as bad as you may think. Like I was teaching a student today, and somehow or another, we got on. I think we started talking about triads, and he was trying to understand triads and major scales. So I was able to tell him. I said, "Man, you know what? There were musicians who made millions of dollars just by playing the major scale and triads. One example was Stevie Wonder when he did this intro. He did that. He did that. And he said, man, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I said, do you know that's all that is triads? It's a triad there, major triad, minor, major triad, major triad. That's all it is. And the other example was George Benson. I said, George Benson's another one. He said, what do you mean? George stuff is complicated. I said, George played the major scale. George played the major scale. Major scale. But he took the phrasing of a major scale and made millions off of that song. And that's what I say. I love taking the most complicated things that people think is complicated, breaking them down and showing them it's not as hard as you think. So when I explained that to he was like, I cannot believe that. He said, I would have been, trying to figure out, okay, what's this line? What's this line? If you listen to it, it's all it is. It's part of a scale. It's part of a chord. And all of that stuff is understanding. Being able to educate yourself and understand what you're playing, how you're playing it. Man, I'm telling you, I love it. I absolutely, positively love it. Okay? All right, see what you guys are saying over here. I'm talking. I'm good. Jeff didn't say nothing else about no catfish, so we're good to go. So check this out. The Mighty Clouds of Joy, one of the most famous gospel quartet groups in the world. I'm talking about Grammy Award-winning artists back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early part of 2000. They were winning Grammys. Thank you, Guitar Jams. They were winning Grammys all over the place, traveling to Africa, doing all of these different things, performing on Soul Train, all these amazing things that they were doing. And I'm living in New York, Long Island, New York. But my father was a big gospel quartet fan. So I had the opportunity to travel and go to these concerts with my dad. How do you know if the chord play is a major? See? Hang out. So Damien, you're getting ahead of the game. We're gonna talk about this stuff. So hang out with me. I know it's late. It's one something in the morning there, 1:30 in the morning. Um, so check this out. So I'm playing with some area artists. I don't like calling them local groups. I was playing some area artists, and we happened to be on a concert with the Mighty Clouds of Joy. Okay? So I'm out there, I'm doing my thing, I'm playing some guitar, you know. I don't know anything about theory. Okay? So back then, all I'm doing is playing by ear. Yep, we're gonna talk about, see, you're trying to get all up in there. Um so I'm playing with this area group. You know, we're doing pretty good. I was probably about 140, 50 pounds, slim, trim, had hair laying down everywhere. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was cool. Anyway, um, so I'm playing, and I think I'm doing pretty good. And I just noticed different people standing around the side of the stage when I was playing. And so I'm like, oh, somebody's watching. You know, then you're trying to impress. You know, you're not really paying attention to the music. You're not really um, accompanying, and you trying to impress people, which is something that most young musicians do. Well, back then they do that. There's a lot of great young musicians doing it correct now. But anyway, so I'm playing, doing pretty good, and I look over and I see Mr. Joe Ligon standing over there, and he was, you know, kind of bobbing his head. I said, "Oh my God, that is really Joe Ligon of the Mighty Clouds of Joy." And then back then, the manager, their road manager was um, Johnny Martin. Johnny Martin. He was their road manager, and he was standing on the side of the stage. And so I'm like, "Oh my goodness, this is crazy." So when I finished, and I walk over there and say, "Oh," Joe Ligon said, "Man, you can play." I said, "Thank you, sir. Thank you so much." Johnny Martin said nothing. He just looked at me, you know, almost like get away from me, kid. Um, so I go away. And I'm sitting up and I'm watching the Mighty Clouds on stage, and I'm saying, one day I'm gonna play with this group. One day I'm gonna play with this group. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna be able to play. Right? I'm gonna be able to play that song with them, right? So I watched them play, and I think I'm not sure who the guitar player was then. It might have been Dwight Gordon, but Spanky wasn't playing with them at that particular time. I think it might have been just Dwight, and they had a great band. They were killing. Oh my goodness, that band was so good. And then we ended up doing another concert together, and again I seen Joe Ligon watching while I play. So time went on, and I didn't even know what was going on. I had no idea what was really happening. Um, all I remember hearing, because back then there was house phones. Every house had a phone, and I remember hearing my mother telling someone, "My son is going nowhere until he finishes school. Once he finished school, he's grown. He can do what he wants." And I didn't know. I didn't know what they were talking about. All I knew was I heard her say, "My son is not going anywhere until he finishes school." And I think I was in high school, early first year in high school or something like that. And and I asked Mom when she got off the phone. I said, "Who was that?" And she says, "Never mind. Just get in there and do your work." So time goes on, and then I'm at a concert, and I hear someone said, "That's the guy that the Clouds is trying to hire." I'm looking around. I'm looking back behind me. I'm like, "Who are they talking about?" And somebody said, "Yeah, they trying to hire Kevin to go on the road with the Mighty Clouds of Joy." And listen, I lost it. I absolutely lost it. I went home. When I got home, I asked my mom. I said, "Mom," I said, "did the Clouds try to hire me?" She said, "Yeah." And I said, "I can't go." And she said, "No, you're gonna finish school. You have to finish school. And when you finish school, you can do what you want." The Mighty Clouds of Joy back then, they were so hot. They can get whoever they want to play. They wanted me to play. And then I look around and Spanky and Dwight is playing together. Spanky Alfred. Then I knew I'll never get a chance to play with them. After Spanky, oh man, it's a wrap. It was a wrap. So time went on, moved forward. I ended up going out on the road with the Supreme Angels. And when I was out on the road with the Supreme Angels, we were on a concert with the Mighty Clouds of Joy. And we were doing sound check. And my back was turned to Joe Ligon at that point. And I was playing something. And he said, "Man, who's that guitar player? He's a bad boy." And I turned around. He said, "Oh, that's Kevin." And he looked me dead in the face. He said, "I will never hire you to play with the Clouds." He said, "You would rather play with the Supreme Angels than the Mighty Clouds of Joy?" He said, "I'll never hire you." I was devastated. You hear me? I was devastated. I wouldn't get to play Heavy Load. I wouldn't get to play I Came to Jesus. I wouldn't get to play any of that stuff because Joe Ligon said he would never hire me because he felt like I picked the Supreme Angels over the Mighty Clouds of Joy. And that wasn't the case because I didn't know that they were trying to hire me because I would have ran away from home to go and play with them. Probably wouldn't have made a whole bunch of money, but I would have left. That's crazy. But life have its timing. So years went on and, God made it possible for me to be able to travel with the Mighty Clouds of Joy for a few years. I was able to do the Hall of Fame and travel all overseas and do recordings and whatnot with them. So I was still blessed to be able to play. And me and Mr. Ligon became really, really good friends. We used to go eat breakfast together. When we go to a city, we would find a good breakfast place if it was on a Sunday. Then we would take a cab and go to a church and sit all the way in the back. We would sit all the way in the back of the church just so people wouldn't recognize who he was. People could care less who I was. But we would go to church and sit all the way in the back so people wouldn't call him up and whatnot. And we would go to church and then we would, take a cab back to the hotel and get on the bus and go to wherever the concert was going to be. But that was my opportunity in grade school to play with the Mighty Clouds of Joy. But I did end up playing with them years later. And it was one of the best experiences I had. I learned so much, not just guitar wise with that group. I learned business. I learned about business with Zach Glickman, Richard Wallace. Absolutely. All those guys was amazing. And I was blessed to be able to travel the road with the Mighty Clouds of Joy. Now, I also had opportunity to play with Shirley Caesar. I played with Shirley Caesar. She brought me on. Same kind of scenario. They heard me playing. Her nephew heard me playing with another group. I gave him my number. Got a phone call at 2:00 in the morning with Pastor Shirley Caesar, asking me if I could play her stuff. She said she wanted to hire me. A couple of weeks later, they met me at the airport in Newark. Got on the bus, drove to Connecticut. 5,000 people in the venue. No rehearsals. Just had albums. You had to learn from the albums and you slow down the albums or whatever and trying to learn the music. Played one concert with her. She called me after we finished to the back of the bus, said, "Thank you, young man, but you are greener than a blade of grass. Thank you, but no thank you." Dropped me off back at the airport and I scurried my butt home. I got fired. I'm telling you, she fired. And when she fired me, it hurt. It hurt me to the core. But I was green. I had no idea what I was doing. I could only play by ear. I had no concept of being a professional musician. And she's seen it, But I didn't go home. I did not go home and put my guitar up. I went home and picked up my guitar and I would sit in rooms. I wouldn't even go outside. I go to school, come home, do my homework, and I was in a room for weeks, weeks and weeks and weeks, learning everybody's music. I didn't learn just Shirley Caesar's or the Mighty Clouds. I learned everybody's music. I don't care what it was. If it was music, I was going to learn it. I was learning it. So I worked hard. I worked really hard to try to understand. I couldn't understand the theory, but I understood movements and I could hear really well. So I knew if I can play, I could play that. I didn't know what it was, but I could play it. But what happens is when you can play these things and then you begin to understand what these things are, the major 7 chord, 6/9 chord, and how they relate it to how you can play a minor 9. You're able to do these things because you understand what you're playing and you can move around and play them all over the fretboard. And that's my goal right now, is to educate as many musicians who want to learn this stuff and do it in a way where it's not complicated. Because a lot of the stuff you hear on YouTube, and there's a lot of good stuff out there, or on social media, they'll play stuff and they give you the muscle memory, but they don't break it down and say, okay, the major triad is a 1, 3, and 5. The minor, 1 flat 3, okay? The diminished 1 flat 3, flat 5. And to be able to do that and move these things around and how you can play off of them is something that I love, absolutely love, 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 love doing. Right now, I'm at the point in my life where I really don't care to go out and do concerts. I don't want to be on a tour bus. I don't want to be on a flight. And I've been blessed to work with Fred Hammond and all of these other. I just did some recording with him not long ago for a couple of projects that he's working on. So I can sit at home, I can teach you guys, I can record, I can go to my church and get all the information, learn from those amazing musicians that I play with, and share it with all you guys. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's how I'm able to take these movements. And he was asking about major scales and lines between and all of the stuff, the major 9. Yeah. Do you know the difference between a major 9 and a minor 5 flat 7 is only the root note? And I teach this. Jeremy Haynes, that's my dude. Listen, you talk about legendary drummers. He just popped in there. That is a legend. He is my nephew. He is my friend. I love that guy. But one of the best drummers that you ever could know. And the great thing about Mr. Jeremy Haynes is he understands what he's playing. Just like we talk about knowing this. Just about talking about knowing this thing. He takes that and do it with his drums. And he can explain it. Man, it's so good to see you. Brazil! What part of Brazil? I love Sao Paulo. I did, and I was talking about the Mighty Clouds. I did a soccer stadium in Sao Paulo. I stayed in Brazil for almost a week. I was there. Absolutely love that Brazil. But man, love you, Jeremy. Yeah. Man, listen, it's the truth. It's the truth. If you don't follow him, if you're not familiar with him, let's look him up. I'm telling you, his resume is longer and a whole lot better than the Dallas Cowboys. From New York, so you a lot in the Living Water Church of God in Christ. Absolutely. Syracuse, New York is home. What's going on, Dion? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that's why, listen, that's why I'm doing a 6-week guitar boot camp. I call it Gospel Guitar Boot Camp, but it's a guitar boot camp because what you learn, it will translate everywhere. I'm doing 6 weeks. 6 weeks, 2 classes, one on a Wednesday and one on a Saturday. For those who can't do Wednesday, you'll be able to do the Saturday class. And I'm going to do 2 hours. 2 hours. I used to play. Oh, shoot. Are you kidding me? That's what I'm talking about. God bless you. But yeah, I'm going to do a boot camp. I'm doing, and a lot of people have been asking me about opening up the boot camp. Are you going to do another boot camp? Are you going to do another boot camp? Yes. Is it going to be easy? It's going to be fun. I put it like this. It's going to be very educational. Hello, Kevin. Thank you so much for putting the gift out, especially in quartet. I recently learned how to strum. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm doing a boot camp. I'm doing a guitar boot camp, gospel guitar boot camp, and I'm inviting all of you guys to be a part of it. I have a website, and I don't know if I could put it up here. See if I can. Can I type it in here? Let's see if it'll allow me to type in this. Who don't know Eric Dickerson? Who doesn't? I'm going to type Wilson guitar at KevinWilsonGuitar.com. Oh, there you go. KevinWilsonGuitar.com. Okay. If you go to KevinWilsonGuitar.com, I'll put on the broadcast right there. If you go to KevinWilsonGuitar.com, you'll be able to say, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. If you go to KevinWilsonGuitar.com, you can sign up for one of the boot camps. It's 2 hours every week. For 2 hours every week, we're going to be going over some amazing stuff. Fundamentals, chords that go to the website. Go, Mr. Jones. Go to the website. Go to that website I just put up there. It's up there on the screen. It's up there on that screen too. Chords that every guitar player needs to understand. Chord substitutions, phrasing, bending, techniques, chord progressions, how to hear music, learning full songs, and how to apply all of these things that you guys ask me. All of these things that you request from me all the time when I'm coming on, or if you see me playing in church, or see me playing out, I'm going to cover all of that stuff. I am not holding anything back. I'm letting it go. And I'm gonna let you see. I'm gonna let you go to the website and see, because it's almost embarrassing. But I wanted to make sure that everybody would be able to afford the boot camp. I put it like this: if you break it down in hourly, it's less than $50 an hour. It's less than $40 an hour. It's less than $38 an hour. It's for everybody, big homie. It's for everyone. It's for everybody. So I'm doing a boot camp, and you're going to pay less than $35 an hour. You're actually going to pay, it's equal to like $16.50, $16.54 an hour. Oh my God. When I broke it down, I said, this is insane. You pay less than $16 or less than $17 an hour for this boot camp. And that's insane. That's incredible. So go to the website. It's up here. You guys can see it. And you can sign up. Registration is open right now. I'm going to teach on triads. I'm going to teach on all the stuff that works in gospel. How we figure out how to play different songs, and how to be able to take a song simple, like let's do that. I don't feel no way tired. And how to break that song down. Or a Christmas song like Don, how you doing? Been a minute, still doing constructions. Okay. Want to sign up? But listen, there's two schedules. Don, there's two schedules. It's two. Two schedules. You can either do on Wednesday or you can do a Saturday morning. Wednesday evening or Saturday morning. Oh, excuse me, I shouldn't even say Wednesday. Weekday or a Saturday morning. So we wanted to break it up so everybody would get an opportunity to sign up, because I know people's schedule is crazy, and especially during around a holiday too. The great thing is during the holiday, most people be off, so they won't be working. So you'll have an opportunity to be a part of the boot camp and study with me, and so I can share with you, and you guys can share with me. So I can take what you do, put it what I do, give it back to you, so you can be able to do what you do, just a little bit more. Yep, just a little bit more. Just like I was playing that Christmas song. I got lost. I know I'm staying in. Okay. And the other great thing is, I'm gonna get off here too, because I said I was gonna stay for 30 minutes, but I love talking with you guys. We're gonna record them. It's gonna be recorded, so you'll be able to study with them and keep them with you. Any questions about that? So I know I stay on with your videos. Oh, cool. Like now on this video. Good. Any questions? Anyone have any questions for me? Any questions? Quartet questions? Gospel music questions? Or I see. Get up. It would be better. I'm going to tell you what would be better. If you were to join the boot camp, and that way you'll have access to the boot camp material, and that way you can actually follow along, and then after it's over, you'll already have it. But I don't think we're going to do the option where you just can go and buy. It's because I want to keep it for those who are involved in the boot camp. So my thing with you would be to get out of here, Raymond, Mississippi. I got scared. Yeah. Offer ends on 17th. Is there? Is this a way you can do it for? Yeah. You know what? The way it's set up, it will probably. You'll still probably be able to sign up on that Friday before the Saturday, because there's a Saturday class. But if you sign up after the Wednesday, you won't be able to sign up for a weekday class during that time. But you'll be able to sign up for that Saturday class on that by I think it will be that Friday, what it is. Raymond, Mississippi. Can you play a little Christmas? I'm not playing no Christmas time for you. I'll play this though. See, I'll play that for you. Andre, do I know you? If you from Raymond, Mississippi, I have to know you. I have to know you. I have to know you, because that's a One of my boot camp. Oh, cool. Are you coming back? Are you joining? Listen, the boot camp stuff that I did, we'll touch on a little bit of that, but we're going way past that, Dre. We're going way past that. Can you show me a little of that thief? You know what? See, Don, I'm not playing that stuff for you. I tell you what, join the boot camp. I'll play it for you. Don, join the boot camp. I'll play it all for you. You can request it all. Will it be shots from multiple angles? Yes. You'll have the fretboard view, close fretboard view, the picking view, all of those different views. I have a bunch of cameras in here right now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 7 cameras, so you have almost like 7 different views. At what point early in the career did you realize how important was the fretboard? You know what? I wish, that's a great question too. That's a great question. I wish I had learned, because I had a teacher in middle school who was actually the drummer for the Isley Brothers. And he tried to get me, and a chorus teacher, because I was in a stage band, but I still only played by ear. But they tried to get me to learn to read music, and I wish I had, because if I had learned to read and study theory back then, I feel like I would have been a much better guitar player. I learned later in life. I'm telling you, I was like, I can't even remember how old I was when I started really diving into learning the theory. But I'm telling you, once I did, that box that we all talk about, we always talk about, we stuck in a box, I'm stuck in a box, I'm stuck in a box. That box don't exist if you understand what you're playing. If you understand that if I play an A minor, if I play A minor, that I can play over that A minor, because why? Because that A minor is related to a C major. And if I can play over that, I don't have to worry about playing a minor pentatonic scale. Right? Instead of doing that, I can go over the A minor and play over that A minor, because it's related to the C. Because you wouldn't know that if you didn't understand the theory behind. You may play it, but understanding that you can do all of these things will make the difference in your playing. It'll set you apart from muscle memory. Yeah. So that's a great question, Mr. Jones. Great question. Important, knowing triads, knowing the major scale, knowing how chords are built, knowing the formulas. Andre, I'm not playing. If you think if somebody asks me to play something else, I think Don asked me, you think I'm going to play Brown Clark? Not playing that. Join the boot camp. Come on back. Come on back. Y'all not sucking me into this. I have 2 more minutes and I'm going to get off of here. So anybody else have any questions? Like I said, go to my website, kevinwilsonguitar.com, kevinwilsonguitar.com, and sign up for my boot camp. It starts next week. Yes, it actually starts next week. And we're going to run 6 weeks all the way through. We'll probably break up some time during the Christmas and New Year's holidays. But we still will be working. We'll still be having class. You'll still have homework assignments. Yep, you're going to have homework. And I'm going to hold you accountable for the stuff that we share in class. So it won't be like, okay, I got that. No, you're going to show me that you have it because I want you to walk away with more information. Theory, Mr. Black. Theory. Is this still a theory? I said theory and my phone thought it was saying Siri. I didn't say Siri, I said theory. Understanding how to play relatives on the bass. My bass player is Peanut. And I've been playing with him for 22 years every week, every weekend. And I'm never bored with what he plays. Because when everybody is playing, if everybody's playing the tonic or they playing the root, and he's able to play the relative lines to what we're doing, or even chording, all of that stuff, it translates. It translates. So understanding theory is understanding theory. We have a few more strings. We like guitar. Most people like guitar better than bass players. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing. I'm just messing. No, I'm serious. No, I'm just messing. But yeah. So if you want to jump in, I would absolutely love for you to come and be a part. I am inviting. I had not gotten a confirmation. It's 8:00. I had not gotten a confirmation, but I invited a couple of my friends to come and teach a class during the boot camp. Not going to tell you who. Not going to tell you who. But I have a student that I taught when he was really young, and he's doing some great things now. And I reached out to him to see if he would come in and teach a class, one of the classes, not a bunch, all of them, but maybe just one of the boot camp classes. What I'll do is I'll have him teach one during the week and one on the weekend, so each class will get an opportunity to sit in with him. Yeah. But so, do I have any more questions? Because it is after my time. I've been on for 1 hour. Listen, I appreciate you guys for viewing. My friend from Nigeria, thank you so much. Join the boot camp, Damien. Join the boot camp. And even if you can't be in class, you'll be able to catch the information, when you wake up and you're able to sit down and go through it. It'll be great. I think it's going to be one of the best boot camps that I've had, and I've had plenty, and I had some great musicians to come through the boot camp. I had Paul Jackson to come through. I had Isaiah Sharkey to come in. I've had somebody else. I think Tyrone Jackson. Had a bunch of great friends of mine come through some of my boot camps, and I'm inviting a few of those guys to come back. But I'm asking them to come back to teach. Paul, he might as well have taught to what he shared with us. That was priceless. That was golden. So I'm inviting some friends to come and be a part of this boot camp as well. All right. Until next time, thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one. I look forward to hearing from you. KevinWilsonGuitar.com. KevinWilsonGuitar.com. And we're out of here. We are gone.